Hi, friends. Oh, it feels so good to be here. It feels like it's just been a really long time since I've actively shared some stuff on this account, Mu Barre Temple. So, hi. I'm going to be talking a little bit about specifically Cycle Synced Bar, mainly because one on my personal account, Celeste Glus 1111, there's always stuff going on with the rose wisdom and menstrual cycle and it's just more of the wisdom aspect. And when I tap into the bar work, it's like, oh, I love this so much. I just don't share enough with it about it. So I just wanted to come on here and express like the excitement around Cycle Synced Bar and what Mu Barre Temple is about, and like what Cycle Synced Fitness, most specifically for women, is about, and like why it's so important, whether you choose bar with Mu Barre or just like you implement it in your life, how important it is to cycle sync your fitness routine. Okay, so I grew up as a professional dancer, and I'm not going to go into a bio about me, but I grew up as a like movement has and always has been a part of my life. Okay, and I think for a lot of us, movement becomes a way for us to move through things literally, and use working out as a way to release anger and move through emotions. And it's a great way to express and move through things. At the same time, I am finding, and I have found within my own life, and please comment if you are feeling or resonating with any of this, that fitness can be really sort of like a double-edged sword, because I don't know why I feel itchy. There's little bugs here. Because yes, it serves as a way to keep the body moving and stay fluid, and we need to move our entire lives. Like if you don't have a movement practice, whether that's working out or walking, like you have to move. It's just like part of human nature, right? And walking, at least for me, is not gonna ever be enough. And especially for me in regards to spiritual awakening and grounding in higher frequencies, like resistance training specifically is extremely important. Now, just kind of backtracking a little bit because I'm really excited. I just filmed the inner summer workout, which means it's the ovulation workout. So like hormones are just everywhere, and I have a lot of energy. So fitness can sort of be a double-edged sword when we start to use fitness almost like an addiction, or we get obsessed with fitness. And I see this so often because the bar industry is a lot of women, is mainly women. Okay, that's who I've worked with my entire career in fitness, is women. And I've seen, even with myself, how I have used fitness as a way to control my nutritional intake, as a way to obsess about my body image, as a way to subconsciously feel like I have a certain value because I look a certain way. So the whole foundation of Mu Barre Temple is based on the fact that we use movement as medicine. And I created an entire podcast about that so that we can start to unwire and release all of this subconscious programming that's happening within the fitness industry. Because since 2020 and everything has gone virtual, there's like workouts everywhere. And I think that's great. We all need to be working out more often, like in general. But I think it's very important, especially for women, to understand that we are cyclical beings. And of course everybody is, but I'm just gonna talk about menstruating people. Let's be politically correct. And I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't know the proper verbiage. If your hormones fluctuate and you are menstruating, you cannot show up to the same workout every single day of your life. I mean, you can, and I did for a very long time. And I had a lot of clients who did for a very long time. And at the end of the day, at some point, your body will not sustain that. You won't be able to uphold that. Because your hormones don't give. Your body cannot sustain it. You will either turn to burnout, like your body will fatigue and burn out you go into exhaustion, or what happens oftentimes is that you'll have injuries. And so sometimes we think injuries are just not a big deal, or they just happen to be, right? Like, oh, I pulled my hamstring, or I did this to my shoulder, and we think it's a physical thing. And from my understanding and my work, no injury ever, there's no physical symptom, anything that is physically a symptom in your body. Your body hosts something much greater, right? It's like it hosts your soul. So anything that is happening on a deeper energetic level is going to be represented and spoken to you via dis-ease, like not wellness, right? The not ease of the body, and injury, right? So that's something to bear in mind if you are a woman that is menstruating and constantly showing up to the same workout, which is what I did for many years. Like, I was a personal trainer and I did HIIT classes all the time, and like really intense high level workouts. And I was like, wow, yeah, this is great. I'm just gonna take all these supplements to keep my body going. But what happens is that, you know, your body and your blood and your hormones cannot assimilate and function at very high levels, especially if you are on a path of awakening, because at some point you have to start to anchor in higher frequencies. So your body needs to have this balance of rest and go, be and do, strengthen and lengthen, right? Like the inhale and the exhale, like it's just a part of life. And so if we're constantly pushing, you're bound to run into walls. And this is what Mu Barre Temple is about. It's about making fitness practical. And specifically for me, obviously, because I've been in the bar industry for so long and I love bar, I've created a format so that every single inner season, you have a workout to meet your desires, right? And I've made little videos on each mini season, right? So you can figure out like what's happening now, it's evolving. So with my membership currently, I'm constantly asking for feedback, constantly asking the women involved, like, how do you like this? How do you feel in your inner workout in your winter? So for example, the winter workouts are becoming just a little bit shorter, and the tonality of my voice is different in each class. The music that I pick is even different because I'm going from what I want. And my dream world is like every fitness class, you can be met at the frequency at which you're at. So if you're in your winter and you walk into a HIIT class with blasting music, or a cycling class, or any class that's like really in your senses, at least for me, I would be so fatigued, and I would come out of there like, I thought it was because I had a good workout. And part of it, yes, but not really, because hormonally, energetically, you are penetrating your body to such an extent that the recovery time and your immune system and your hormones, like we're talking about deeper level of wellness here, right? We're not just talking about like build the muscle, rest, build the muscle. Like that's not the obsession that we're talking about here. We're talking about long-term wellness, movement, and fitness, right? So I would walk into these classes and, you know, I love Pilates, I love bar, I love yoga, but it would be like, if I'm walking into a bar class, certain methods, because I've been trained in so many different methods, if I'm ovulating in inner summer, like I want a kick-ass workout, you know, I want to have the cardio options and have the heavier options and all that stuff. But if I'm menstruating in my winter time, I don't even want that. I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want you to yell at me. Like, don't. You know? And I'm just wondering, like, if any of you feel this or resonate with this, because this is the reason why Mu Barre Temple was created. Like, the bar aspect and the workout aspect is so that I can meet you where you are energetically, emotionally, hormonally, right? Like, in your inner winter, I'm not going to be yelling at you and be like, you better freaking hold this plank, right? But in summer, I am. In summer, you better freaking believe I am, right? Because your energetic field can actually hold that. And if this is like, wait, you're like, what are you, like, I thought you were just teaching bar. I am. You don't have to know any of this. This is like the divine feminine merging with fitness is the way that I see it. And it's presented in a format of cycle-synced bar, which I haven't seen before. I haven't seen really any fitness programs be cycle-synced. So I'm really excited about it. If you are curious to try it out, try it out. You have 3 days free trial. For the members, we have a once a month call. So we get to, basically it's like a women's circle online, and we get to talk and express and work through the things that that are coming up for us, you know, because I do believe that cyclical living it's kind of like an art, and things come up in the beginning of the journey of implementing cyclical living, right? Like creating the boundaries that you need in each season and how you're moving about and scheduling your life. And not only that, we get to talk about the real aspects of what comes up in women's circles, right? If you've ever been a part of that, just conversations of the heart, conversations of our womb, conversations of life. So I really appreciate that, and the women that are involved in that. And I always include monthly guided meditations. I'll change up some stretches here and there, like stretch videos. But I just wanted to share with any of you listening or finding this information that cycle synced fitness in general for women is really, really important for long-term sustainable results. And this is because at the forefront, before you even think about working out, if you're doing cycle synced living and fitness, at the forefront of your mind is, where's my body today? It's not like your mind, and this is what I noticed when I was in the fitness industry full time, my mind was in charge. And because of that, I did experience injuries. I did experience burnout. And yeah, maybe I was a little leaner, but you know what? Like energetically and spiritually and emotionally and in my relationship, like all the other parts of my life were where I wanted them to be. And you think it's just fitness, but in reality, it's as a woman kind of pushing and striving and allowing the ego and the mind to think that there is some kind of value for me in sort of shutting down my body and believing that I should be doing a HIIT workout while I'm menstruating or while I'm in springtime. Like these are the things that I am passionate about sharing with more women, because it's undeniably like so important to understand this, to implement not only cyclical living, but specifically cyclical fitness into your life. Whether you do it with me or not, that's not my point. I just happen to love barre, and I think it's a kick-ass workout. And I get to implement all the different formats that I've been trained in the different classes. So if you're new to cyclical fitness, if you're new to cyclical living, if you're like, whoa, what the hell is this? DM me, message me. I would love to hear from you. I would love to help you out. I do run a few 60-day cycle sync challenges so that you can get a sort of an intro of what all of this is about. And yeah, I'm excited about the community that's being created with the women. Hi, aloha. And how we're all just growing and learning, because here's the thing. It's when we start to apply cyclical living and cyclical fitness in our life, I'm telling you, it's not just a physical fitness thing. Yes, it's a fitness thing. Yes, you're going to get a kick-ass workout, of course, you know, but there's so much more. It's kind of like the flower starting to bloom. It's like things are starting to open up, and like maybe for you, it starts with the fitness path. You know, for me, it started with fitness. Like I had to experience burnout to figure out my body, this is not sustainable. And that led me into opening my eyes to new things, which then led me into the teachings and the wisdom of the divine feminine. But it's like something will start to shift in your energy field and in the way that you move through the world, in the way that you move through your day. And it's about self-love. And if there's one thing that I'm really passionate about, well, there's a lot of things I'm passionate about, but it's about healing our relationship to our bodies. Especially, I'm going to talk about just being a woman and yourself, your body image, like your relationship to your body, and being completely in love with how you feel and how you look every single day. Whether you're in a PMS mode, like love the shit out of your PMS, because there's medicine there. And when we use movement, when you understand first what PMS is, like truly understand that it's a time for you to make space in your life, right? Not just like get down mentally, right? And then you use your workout as a way to move through that time and be like, oh, I'm fucking mad, and I'm gonna do plank, and I'm gonna do mountain climbers, and like I'm gonna breathe through it, and I'm gonna feel amazing at the end, right? That's what PMS is about. It's like allowing ourselves to feel. And when we push against these things, we use fitness as a way of like, it's like a dagger, right? It's like we're hurting ourselves with fitness because we're mad at life. You know, like, please let me know if this resonates, because I know I've worked with women like one-on-one for years, and I know that either it's subconscious or not, it's happening on a worldwide scale because fitness has like exploded like fireworks. And it's really important that especially we as women start to come back, you know, come back to like movement as medicine, and like coming together and understanding that we have to honor the cycles in our bodies, and we have to move according to the cycle of our bodies. It can literally be medicine. I mean, movement has been a part of medicine for centuries, for millennia. It's part of prehistory, prehistoric times. Like, everybody used movement and dance. I'm afraid those exercises are too much for me, as I am not trying to lose weight. Oh yeah, no, these workouts are not about losing weight. Barre is a lot about toning and lengthening. That's a really, really great question. Again, the cycles, and this is a big difference. I love that you brought that up, Chine. Barre is about toning and strengthening. It's a very Pilates-based workout. So yes, your inner summer classes, I'm going to give you cardio options, right? But these are options. Like, I work you up to the point where I say, now you get to choose cardio or not, right? So these workouts, this is the rewrite that we're doing right now. Like, at least this is the rewrite that I intend to implement with Mu Barre Temple, and that I'm doing. Working out is not about losing weight, period. It never was. It became about losing weight when we allowed the fitness industry to create a value system on how our body looks. And this is my intention with Mu Barre Temple. That movement is medicine. And whether you end up losing weight or gaining muscle, that's going to depend on how you eat. And if you have questions about that, like, I have a holistic nutrition background, and like, I say this because I have experience. I'm not just like throwing it out there, but your weight depends on your food intake. It does not, yes, it depends on your workout, of course, but like, I'm not creating these workouts like in many formats that I've been trained in, and formats in general for workouts. They are made so that you can burn the maximum amount of calories and burn the maximum amount of fat. If that's what you're looking for, I don't have that, because I'm not trying to force you to change your body with your workout. Are you gonna get a kick-ass workout? Yeah. Are you gonna be sore? Hell yeah. If you doubt that, ask any of the members in the class, in the membership. Like, these classes are real, they're legit. It's the shit. Not because it's me, because I've been teaching barre for like 10 years now in fitness, and it's like, yeah, the workout's gonna be difficult. It's gonna challenge you. It's gonna make you stronger, because we're making the body stronger by working out. Any kind of movement is difficult. But my focus, like, I'm never gonna say, and this is one of the things that I hated and despised when it's just a personal thing. It's like, let's burn those calories. I'm not showing up to my barre class to burn calories, whether I had dessert last night or not. Like, that's what I am erasing from this fitness platform. Like, we're not here because we feel bad, or I don't want to say responsible, but like guilty. Like, that guilt of I'm overweight, I'm underweight. No, we're showing up to work out because movement is required in order to have a strong body, in order to have healthy hormones, in order to have healthy muscle weight fat ratio. And yeah, if you want to lose weight, I could help you with a little nutrition. If you want to gain weight, yeah. But I don't want you to stay back because you think you're going to lose weight from these classes. Or if anything, women, I'm happy to refer you to some members. You guys can have your side conversations to ask about their feedback. But women, if anything, with barre, they tend to tone up because it's a lot of resistance training. I guess you have to try it. It's Pilates-based and dance-based resistance training. So it's a very unique workout. If you have not tried barre yet, I would love to have you. Even if you want to try the 3 days for free, just try it, see how it feels in your body. You have nothing to lose, you're not obligated to stay. But definitely don't be scared. And I am not creating these workouts with the intention of you got to burn this much calories and fat. That's just not what I stand for anymore, because it hurt me. And not only hurt me, it actually hurt the women around me, but they didn't realize that, because sometimes we can't see it for ourselves. And so what I am passionate about is rewriting the relationship to fitness, because I grew up loving movement, and then when it became a job and it became about my image, then I started to hate the fitness. It was like, oh, I gotta work out again. Oh, I gotta recover again. Oh, I gotta eat according to my workout. Like, all of that to me was just heavy. It didn't feel good anymore. And now I just allow myself to work out according to the season that I'm in. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm so happy that it resonates and that you understand. And try out the free 3-day trial. So yeah, let me know if you guys have questions. I am loving recording these classes, and again, I'm in my inner summer, so if I came on, and I think I will, next time I'll come in like my inner fall or inner winter, and the energy that I give off is very, very different. And the point for that is it's natural. When we tune in, it's natural. And this is the energy that you will find in class. So if you take an inner winter class, you're gonna notice that my voice changes, that my music changes, that everything feels different. So again, we can come back to this idea of movement for the sake of health and well-being and long-term sustainability, right? So let me know, message me, DM me, how you are. Like, what is your relationship with your body? What is your relationship with your workouts, right? Those two things are like really important when it comes to cyclical based living and fitness. Yeah, I hope this brought a little bit of insight. And if you're curious to try it out, try the 3-day free trial. I would love to have you there. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, have an awesome week. Thanks for joining.